Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty-night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me.
Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just seeing this.
Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams to leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me.
Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this.
Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams to leave all worries far behind you. But in your dreams, wherever they be, dream a little dream of me.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please stand? Lovely, thank you. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Georgina Laird, and it's a pleasure to be with you here today on behalf of Central Bedfordshire Registration Service. My colleague, the registrar, is Nikki Tinker. Nikki will be making a written record of the marriage and ensuring that the proceedings are lawful. So on behalf of Nikki and myself, I would like to welcome you all here today to Rest Park. Also, on behalf of Alan and Michelle, I would like to thank you all for coming here today to share with them in this their wedding ceremony. Through their vows, they will be making a commitment to each other, and through your presence here, you are all expressing your support for them. Could I please ask that no further photographs other than our official photographers are taken until after the register has been signed. I have to ask Alan and Michelle to remain standing, but if everyone else would like to be seated. So firstly, I have to make sure that I have your full names correct. So could you please confirm to me your full name? And
Michelle Emma Hatton.
this place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. We are gathered here today to witness the marriage of Alan John Labour and Michelle Emma Hatton. If any person here present knows of any lawful impediment why they may not be joined in matrimony, it should now be declared. Oh, you've chosen very well. Let's take a seat for a moment. We're going to call now upon Steph, Emma, Kerry and Amy who are going to deliver today's first reading.
This is the love quote by Bob Marley. Only once in your life, I truly believe, you find someone who can completely turn your world around. You tell them things that you've never shared with another soul, and they absorb everything you say and actually want to hear more. You share your hopes for the future, dreams that will never come true, goals that will never achieve, and many disappointments life has to throw at you. When something wonderful happens, you can't wait to tell them about it, knowing they will share in your excitement. They're not embarrassed to cry with you when you're hurting, or laugh with you when you're making a fool out of yourself.
Never do they hurt your feelings or make you feel like you are not good enough, but rather they build you up and show you the things about yourself that make you feel special and even beautiful. There is never any pressure, jealousy or competition, but only a quiet calmness when they are around. You can be yourself and not worry about what they think of you because they love you for who you are. The things that seem insignificant to most people, such as a note, song or walk, become invaluable treasures, kept safe in your heart to cherish forever. Memories of your childhood come back and are so clear and vivid, it's like being young again. Colours seem brighter and more brilliant.
Laughter seems part of daily life, where it was before infrequent and didn't exist at all. A phone call or two during the day helps to get you through a long day's work and always brings you a smile to your face. In their presence, there's no need for continuous conversation, but you find you're quite content in just having them nearby. Things that never interested you before become fascinating because you know they're important to this person who is special to you. You think this person on every occasion and in everything you do.
Simple things bring them to mind, like a pale blue sky, gentle wind, or even a storm cloud on the horizon. You open your heart knowing there's a chance it may be broken one day. And in opening your heart, you experience a love and joy that you never dreamed possible. You find that being vulnerable is the only way to allow your heart to feel true pleasure that's so real that it scares you. You find strength in knowing you have a true friend and possibly a soulmate who will remain loyal to the end. Life seems completely different, exciting and worthwhile. You're only open to your tears in knowing that they are part of your life.
Thank you. Alan and Michelle, today you will exchange vows of marriage that will make you husband and wife. These vows are a promise of lifelong commitment, giving this opportunity for your family and friends to meet together here today to celebrate your happiness. Before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are about to make. Marriage means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. Alan and Michelle have found in each other happiness, fulfillment and love. Their relationship has been deepened and enriched by the birth of their daughter Heidi, whom we all welcome here today. They now wish to affirm their relationship and to offer to each other and to Heidi the security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. Alan and Michelle, you are required in the presence of your witnesses gathered here today to make a declaration that you know of no impediment to your marriage and that you take each other to be husband and wife. Alan, could you please repeat after me? I declare that I know of no legal reason why I, Alan John Labour, may not be joined in marriage to Michelle Emma Hatton.
Michelle Emma Hatton.
I declare that I know
I declare that I know
of no legal reason
of no legal reason
why I, Emma Michelle Hatton.
why I, Emma Michelle.
Sorry, I've got the wrong way round. Michelle Emma Hatton. The wrong way you as well. Can we start again? Right, I declare that I know
I declare that I
of
know
no legal reason
of no legal reason
why I, Michelle Emma Hatton,
why I, Michelle Emma Hatton,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Alan John Labour.
to Alan John Labour.
We've got the right person. Would you like to take a seat today, please? And could I call upon Karen, who's going to do the seconding?
Indian wedding blessing. Now we feel no rain, for each of us will be a shelter to the other. Now we feel no cold, for each of us will be warmth to the other. Now there is no loneliness, for each of us will be a companion to the other. We are two bodies, but there is one life before us and one home. When evening falls, I'll look up, and there you will be. I'll take your hand, you'll take mine, and we'll turn together to look at the road we travelled to reach this, the hour of our happiness. It stretches behind us, even as the future lies ahead. A long and winding road whose every turning means discovery. Old hopes, new laughter, shared fears. The adventure has just begun.
Thank you, Karen. This time you can actually stand close to each other. Hold hands for that. I'm an old woman. Alan, do you take Michelle to be your wife? Do you promise to rejoice with her in good times, to support her through difficult times, and to be true to her for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
You do. Michelle, do you take Alan to be your husband? Do you promise to rejoice with him in good times, to support him through difficult times, and to be true to him for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
The moment has now arrived for Alan and Michelle to contract their marriage before you, their witnesses. So could I ask you all please to stand? Each other. Still whilst we keep the same. Alan, could you please repeat after me? I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Alan John Labour, do take thee, Michelle Emma Hatton, to be my lawful wedded wife. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Michelle Emma Hatton, do take thee, Alan John Labour, to be my lawful wedded husband. Now, the ancient and traditional way of sealing a contract is by the giving and receiving of a ring, and Alan and Michelle have decided to mark the occasion of their marriage in this time-honoured way. I think Ricky has the rings for us. He's searching, so we're all right, yes. Would you like to come stand beside Alan? That's lovely. Would you like to give Alan the ring he's going to give to Michelle first, please? That's great. And then give this hand. Would you like to take Michelle's hand, place the ring on the tip of her finger as you repeat after me, please, Alan? Okay. Michelle, with this ring, okay, I vow to laugh with you in joy, to grieve with you in sorrow, to be faithful to you, and to cherish and respect you, for as long as we both shall live. That's great, Jack. That's all right. Excellent. Good. That's it, yeah. You have to hold his hand. Place the ring on the tip of his finger, Michelle, as you repeat after me, please. Alan, I give you this ring
Alan, I give you this ring
as a token of my love and loyalty.
as a token of my love and loyalty.
I promise to love and care for you,
I promise to love and care for you,
to comfort and protect you,
to comfort and protect you,
to listen and confide in you,
to listen and confide in you,
to be honest and faithful to you,
to be honest and faithful to you,
to respect your thoughts and your dreams,
to respect your thoughts and your dreams,
and to trust and believe in you
and to trust and believe in you
above all others.
above all others.
Oh, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to take a seat for a few moments? And also the two of you. And we're going to call upon Elaine, who's going to deliver today's final.
Your walled garden. Your marriage should have within it a secret and protected space open to you alone. Imagine it to be a walled garden, entered by a door to which you only hold the key. Within this garden, you will cease to be a mother, father, employee, homemaker, or any other of the roles which you fulfil in daily life. Here you can be yourselves, two people who love each other. Here you can concentrate on one another's needs. So take each other's hands and go forth to your garden. The time you spend together is not wasted, but invested. Invested in your future and nurture of your love.
Thank you, Elaine. Can I ask you both to join me at the front again? Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask you all please to stand for closing words? Alan and Michelle, you have both made the declarations prescribed by law, and through those declarations you have made a solemn and binding contract with each other, made in my presence and in the presence of your family, your friends and your witnesses gathered here today. You have sealed this contract by the giving and receiving of rings. This is a new beginning for you both. May you have many, many happy years ahead of you. May you treasure this trust and responsibility and live full and rich lives together. It is my pleasure and a great privilege to declare you are now husband and wife together. May I be the first to offer my congratulations. You may kiss the bride. We're going to sign the register now. If the witnesses would join us, please, would everyone else like to be seated? Sit down.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, will you kindly please stand? As your bride and bridegroom, depart the room. Thank you.
Music? Have you got some music? Yeah.
Lovely day for you. Nice, isn't it? Really nice.
Honey, can you take my bolero off? Oh yeah, get those one doing.
Let's do it.
Please, momentarily, please be seated. Bride, bridegroom, distinguished guests, family and friends, ladies and gentlemen. Pray silence for the father of the bride, Mr. David Hatton. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Hatton.
Thank you.
Where's the photos?
Good afternoon, everybody. Wasn't expecting a Toastmaster, so I'm going to read my script anyway. For those who don't know me, I'm David, the proud father of Michelle, and it falls upon me to make the opening speech. Just think of me as the warm-up act for Ricky and Alan, who I'm sure will be a lot more entertaining. No pressure.
It's not. Ricky's not.
On behalf of Michelle's mother, Jasmine, and Alan's mother Janet, I would like to extend a warm welcome and thank you all for joining us today in celebrating Michelle and Alan's wedding. It's tremendous to see so many family and friends here, and I know some of you have travelled long distances to be here with us today. I thank you for coming and helping to create this very special day for Michelle and Alan. I hope you've all enjoyed the day so far and you have a wonderful evening with us. Unfortunately, it's not possible for everyone we love to be here with us today. In particular, I'd like to make mention of Alan's father, Tim, who unfortunately passed away 18 years ago. Also, Alan's granddad, Sid, and Michelle's grandfathers, Ron and George, both of whom adored her. So with them in mind, I would like you all to stand, please, and raise your glasses and join me in a toast. To loved ones who are here in spirit, but cannot be here in person. Cheers.
Cheers.
How come I've got water?
I did.
No, I didn't do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I've been full of mixed emotions as this day has approached, and it started to become more and more real as each part of the preparation for today was discussed and organised. Now the day has arrived, I look at Michelle with immense pride and the way that everything has come together, for all the hard work and creative ideas through to reality. I've got here the Ferrero Rocher trees are fantastic, Michelle, but
They're for the evening.
are they later? As for the venue, a fantastic choice, Michelle. I might have to keep on working for a few more years, but fantastic choice. I'm sure you'll all agree that Michelle looks absolutely amazing today, and Alan's scrubbed up quite well too. Not to mention our little princess amongst us, who is also a very important part of the day. And I'm sure you also agree she looks beautiful. Before talking more about the couple, I'd like to share with you a little bit of information about today's venue, Mansion House, Rest Park. The house has a tremendous history. The foundation stone was laid during February 1834 and was the home of the de Grey family. More recently, the house has taken on some interesting roles. From 1906 to 1911, it was leased to the American ambassador. After the breakout of the war in 1914, the house was used as a hospital, and all the portable furniture in the dining room and the drawing rooms, including this room, were removed and over 100 beds installed. In 2006, English Heritage took over the house and are now working through a 20-year restoration plan. The house holds many happy memories for us as a family. As Michelle was growing up, we spent many Sundays wandering around the grounds, accompanied by our Labrador, Sooty. A little bit about the couple now. Enough history. So how did the couple meet? It all started in the summer of 2002, when the bride was a sweet, young, innocent 17-year-old. That's what you told me to say, isn't it? One evening, Michelle decided to go out on the town with a group of friends, including today's best man, Ricky. The group were lining up to enter a nightclub which was operating a minimum age policy, being 18. Michelle was underage, but had a plan to quote a date of birth a few months earlier to make herself look as if she was 18. Unfortunately, the doorman was a bit too smart because he asked her star sign, which caught her off guard and threw her into a nervous stammer. That was the end of that. Michelle was given her marching orders. Well, being at the back of the queue, all Michelle's friends had got in. So imagining Michelle's anxiety and panic, what now? Fear not. A knight in white armour appeared. Or it might have been a Luton Town football shirt. Alan had been an observer and had seen what had happened and stepped in to save the day. Seeing that Michelle was all dressed up and so disappointed, he introduced himself and suggested they should go to a nearby bar. Michelle agreed, provided he acted like a gentleman and looked after her like a princess. And to quote Michelle, he's done so ever since. The rest is history. So we come on to Alan now, and without trying to steal too much of Ricky's speech, what do we know about Alan? Well, the fact of the matter is, over the years, Alan's proven to be a loving partner to Michelle and father to Heidi, taking his responsibilities very seriously and working very hard to provide for the family. At times, I've been very touched by the relationship between father and daughter, and have never seen Michelle or Alan as much as argue. In fact, to demonstrate Alan's softer side, I would like to share with you 2 short stories. The first time we took Alan to the stables to ride my horse, he was absolutely petrified, which I thought was a bit strange given the amount of time he spent in the bookies. And after a lot of encouragement from Michelle, we managed to get him to sit on the horse whilst maintaining a stationary position. I understand that since that time he's progressed to a walk, and by 2016 we're hoping he'll be able to trot, advancing to a canter around 2020. The second story involves skiing. During recent years, Elaine and I have taken Michelle, Alan and Heidi on a couple of skiing trips. Whilst Michelle has made very good progress on blue and red runs, and Heidi has been amazing taking part in slalom races, Alan has yet to make it off the nursery slopes. That's good. Most of us know Alan is an ardent Luton Town football supporter. Well, we all have our crosses to bear, I suppose. When Michelle and Alan started dating, Alan knew he'd found his perfect match, a female hatter. For those of you that are not from these parts, Hatter's the nickname of Luton Town Football Club. Imagine Alan's disappointment when Michelle explained her surname was Hatton, not Hatter. Despite this misunderstanding, it's clearly not affected their relationship. We're moving on to Michelle's friends now. Finally, before we get on to the fun part, at the request of Michelle, I would like to say the following. Michelle feels very privileged and honoured to have such a close-knit group of friends, which she'd had since being at school together, and would particularly like to thank Kerry, Emma, Michelle, Amy and Steph for their friendship. Now, breaking from convention, I'd like to share with you some memorable moments of Michelle growing up. So I've selected 12 photographs of Michelle at various stages of her childhood and numbered them. Heidi will provide each table with an album and a sheet of paper, Okay. And a pen. And the challenge is to guess the age of Michelle in each photograph. The prize will be a bottle of Moët Chandon for the winning table. And the answer sheets will be collected at the end of the meal over tea and coffee. I'd like to wrap up by trying to give the bride and groom some advice by stealing the words of men wiser than me. Alan, a great philosopher, once said, "A man who gives in when he is wrong is wise. A man who gives in when he is right is married." Michelle, the only advice I can give you is, if you want something from Alan, just ask for it. Remember, he's a man and hints just don't work. Thank you very much.
Praise silence, ladies and gentlemen, as I call for a response from the bridegroom. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alan Lavar.
You ready? Right. I'd like to say thank you to David for your help and contribution to everything. Also Jasmine and Karen for your help as well. Oh, right. What David has said wasn't quite right. we was in the pub across the road from the White House, and Michelle walked through the door, and one thing attracted me was her smile, which just blew me over. And I didn't have the guts or the balls to go over and speak to her, so I sent Ricky over, who tries to find out some information. And then we obviously went to the pub and she got sent away because she got it wrong. And we ended up going to Chicago's and we basically hit it off. And then I sort of, Murray Water, I kept constant text messages to her asking her for another day. She said, no, I'm busy. Until one day she gave in.
You wore me down.
I wore her down, yeah.
Best way to do it.
And then we basically, went from there. And then one night we ran to Michelle's mum's house and we were on the sofa watching TV and Jasmine come flying through the door, got my trains and threw it at me, like, "You're here again?" I didn't know whether to run or laugh. I think I stayed watching TV, I think. Where am I? Lost there now. Where am I? I've lost it. I can't be my right either.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah, the last 13 years we've had ups and downs, but we've worked through it and we couldn't be more happier. Especially and Heidi, made the right little family we've got, and I'm very happy. And what David said earlier, 4 people who couldn't be here, who mean a lot to us. I know they'd be looking down at us and they'd be very, very happy.
Pray silence, ladies and gentlemen, as I call for a response from the best man, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ricky Goodman.
Well, I'm pretty much doomed, to be fair. Everything's sort of been said, really. There's certain things I'm not allowed to say, so I'm contracted best man. From Alan and Michelle, I'm contracted to. How we met has already been said, so I can't say that.
It's all thanks to you.
Yeah, it is thanks to me.
You done say it, right?
And then also, just to let you know, Luke Gutterbridge scored 91st minute out.
Get in.
It was thanks.
Probably 1-0.
Yeah, it was 1-0. We're not McNulty. There's not really much I can really say apart from that they're a good couple. Al's one of the good guys. People that are not here will be very proud of him. Very proud. Lovely daughter. Wife now. We're all surprised you got married, to be fair. Very surprised.
You're surprised I found someone.
Well, I'm surprised, yes. We're very surprised. Sort of punching above your weight a little bit, mate, but you've done well.
I'll pay you later.
That's it. Michelle told me to say that. But I said, it's already been said, what's been done, how they met. I said, obviously, if you want to hear any stories about Al, you have to come and speak to me afterwards, because I can't say nothing in front of certain members of the family. So, just come and speak, but they do. Michelle looks lovely.
Thank you.
Al looks lovely as well. I love it. Heidi's beautiful as well. There's not really much I can say, really.
That's what he said.
Just to say, congratulations, raise your glasses, congratulations. Michelle. Oh, I love you. Good on you, mate. That's it.
gentlemen, that concludes the toast and speeches, and dining will commence. I thank you. Thank you very much.
Stars shining bright above you. Light breezes seem to whisper I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading bright above you, still craving your kiss. I'm running to you, sweet dreams to come inspire you. Sweet dreams to leave all worries behind you. Start in your dreams, whatever they be. Dream a little dream of me. Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask you all please to form a semicircle? We're going to cut the cake, please. Okay? We're having one more dance in the happy couple. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure. The happy couple would like the second dance of the evening and dancing to our live entertainment, Sugar Cube. Ladies and gentlemen, please, for the second time, Alan and Michelle. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.